We are back. Welcome back to not low energy videos. Come on, don't be selfish. This is Bearded Ramblings.
We are back as fuck.
We are joined by the trendiest of Dars
Mm-hmm.
and the
Hello.
missiest of Anns.
That's me.
How you doing, everyone? How you doing out there in Dooland?
Hey, YouTubes.
Hey, YouTubes.
By the way, I have to say you're one-upping Ben on production values in a way right now because you've actually given the guest cam a name rather than just guest cam.
You know what the weirdest thing was? When you guys started showing up, for some reason your name, Krendar, was just turned to guest.
Oh,
Weird.
Yeah,
means
so
I'm more important.
Yeah, although you were Girl Does Rant for like 20 minutes. All you women look the same.
She's probably more famous than me anyway, so I'll pretend to be her for a minute. It's all right.
Put on a Canadian accent, get yourself a very noisy bird, and get yourself a mask. No, better yet, get yourself a face rig.
Yeah,
I know how to do a Canadian accent.
Well, I imagine she still occasionally has one for like reserves.
I haven't seen her use it in a long time. I mean, obviously she still owns them, but
I thought she was always in a mask. I thought that was like her shtick.
for the longest time. Then she started not wanting to have to bother with being on camera at all. So she started doing face rig for a long time.
And the face rigs were fun. Like some of the face rigs are really, really ingenious.
Some of them are really good.
Yeah, I like the one that's she's like a velociraptor.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's a good one.
And she has like a lot of like cat girls and hentai girls or like weird monsters. But yeah,
sometimes she's a zombie or yeah. Sometimes it depends on the game she's playing. Like she might try to match her avatar to the game slightly.
Oh, that's kind of
like
cool.
She'll tend to use horror-based avatars for horror games a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's neat though. I like that.
It's pretty good, and some of them are really well animated.
Others do kind of linger a little bit, but I've seen a lot of those like really professional, super popular ones that are like super kawaii Japanese girls, and all they do is just their head bounces up and down sometimes. And you just see the hordes of money coming in, untold fortunes, and all she's doing is
Now that's with people who use that in general, not girly specifically, mind you.
No, but I'm saying like she does it a lot better than that one in particular.
That's because she's mocking it.
I don't even think I would know how.
Yeah, it's some program you run. I don't have it, so I don't know how it works either.
Best is still Ghastly's though, hands down.
Oh, he doesn't use face rig. What are you talking about? That's just what he looks like.
Oh yeah,
he's just a ghost.
Yeah, worshipping the great whale.
He had to get a very special camera that was able to record ghost energy so it could see him.
The
EVPs and whatnot.
Yeah,
same place that the Ghostbusters get their stuff from.
I believe
exactly.
So. It's a shop on the corner of like 13th Avenue and Capitol or something.
Next to
New York.
Whole lot of pachinko parlors. Where he then goes
near Chinatown.
Yeah.
Well, it can't be too many pachinko bars. It's not in Japan.
When was the last time you were in New York, sir?
Let me think. Never.
My time there showed me a whole world. If you never can go to the world, you can only go to one city. Go to New York. There's a little bit of everything.
It's a little bit of everything.
World, was it?
Smells a little bit. It's really dirty.
It is.
The movie's not doing it justice.
I mean, we've already got Toronto. I don't need to go to New York. It's the same thing.
Cleaner. And
possibly.
Your girls put out more. Yeah.
I don't know. My life would suggest otherwise.
I was just there like, whoa, was that a dick move to say? Then I'm like, oh no.
Nah, we'll just do it. We'll just do it.
Which, you know, not as much as Midwestern girls though. They hear this accent and they're like, oh, and he drinks too? Yay, I found it.
But by the way, note for America. Start just admit that the Midwest is actually the Mideast. Okay, change the name. It's not even past. Like, it's in the eastern half of the country. Why are you calling it the Midwest?
So what would you call the Western breakup, or what would be the divide?
I
Yeah,
don't
where
really
does it
understand your
stop
question,
being
actually.
the East and be the West?
Yeah, because it's
Where's the
In the
middle?
middle of the country.
so
what
Nebraska.
what did they
So
just
the
call it?
Midwest.
Central?
I don't know. I don't have a map in front of me right now, but just
But
wherever
you
the
think
middle is.
You already think to dictate terms on the map, even though you don't have a map.
I think they just go for dead center, and then whatever is
That's
to
what I'm
the left
saying.
or the right is
Yeah.
west and east, east and west.
I always liked
Because
Heartland.
I happen to know that the area they call the Midwest is approximately like maybe 1/3 of the way from the East Coast. Like, it's not even to the half point.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
It's weird.
See, New Englanders have our own little bubble. We just think that only New England exists, and then Florida and California. You don't really pay attention to anything in the middle there.
Yeah.
Chicago is a fever dream someone talked
Mhm.
about once. It doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Australia. Gotcha.
Mhm.
No, that's 100% fake. That's an inside job done by globalists who believe that it's not real. And I wish I was making that up, but people do believe that.
Sadly.
So,
people are strange.
When they are
They really
strange.
are.
That's a good little bit right there.
Mhm.
So, I think it's time I get this off my chest. I got scammed today out of €500.
Nice.
That's bullshit.
Yes, and it's been sitting on me like an albatross with diarrhea.
Ugh.
I'm not actually angry. I'm just kind of defeated. I just look at it and I'm like, oh, okay. So, quick shout out what happened. Last night, I went to bed, I woke up, and I do have a little routine where I check my emails, I check the news, I check social media, and I check my bank account just to be on the safe side to see if no automatic deductions were taken, like, say, Netflix or Patreon, something like that. So I go into my bank account, and all the money I had saved up to go towards the phone, which I was going to buy today, I was going to get a new phone, had one all lined up. It was gone. Something called Flannel UK, Flannel Stone UK, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck's this shit?
Do these people not know that stones aren't made out of flannel?
They can be.
That's a fabric. Come on, people.
Minecraft.
Make up your mind.
You know, Minecraft blocks. You can have a flannel block. And if you can't, get on that, modders. Jesus Christ. I want to see flannel Minecraft, and then have someone's avatar dressed as Al Borland.
Flannel craft.
Flannel craft.
Yeah, replace Steve with Al.
Have the whole thing like a complete reconstruction of the Pacific Northwest. So yeah, I went to their website and I called up Patreon and I called not Patreon, PayPal. Called up PayPal, called up them, called up my bank, explained all. The bank got back to me first, told me we cancelled your account. Well, not your account, but we cancelled your card. We're gonna get a new one out, and it's been sent off to frauds. I also, the only thing I can think of that was stupid on their part was that it had a tracking ID and an address.
Ooh.
Yes, it's in Riga in Latvia.
Oh, jeez.
It even has.
That's not suspicious at all.
Not at all. So they were like, "Sorry, sir. Are you sure that? Are you sure that you did not make this order?" And I'm like, "No. I'm sitting here in Leitrim. I did not go last night. Wake up, have an immediate urge to go and buy a bunch of flannel from a UK store I've never heard of and ship it off to a country I've never been to."
Right.
So
I mean, they're legally obligated to ask that question.
Of course. Hell, this happened. Something similar to you happened not too long ago, didn't it, Grandar? You got scammed. You got hacked. Remember?
No.
Yeah, the game thing. Remember your Nintendo?
The game thing. Oh, that okay. That was months ago, but yeah.
Yeah.
You have a better memory about my money than I do, apparently. Yeah, it happened a while ago. I think they were in the Middle East somewhere. Somehow they'd gotten into my Nintendo account, and this is the weirdest thing because things are account bound, right? So they bought stuff on my account. So they had to know that when they got caught, it would go away because it's not on their account; it's on my account.
Right.
It's like, oh, we bought like I don't remember how much it was. At least a few $100s worth of like microtransaction like outfits and stuff for Fortnite. And I'm like, I've never played Fortnite in my life.
Maybe it could be
To be fair to Nintendo, though, they sorted that shit out right quick and with no hassle.
You're lucky because that was all digital. Mine involved physical items shipped, and I can't get in touch with the company.
That probably complicates the matter, I'm sure.
I'm being honest.
I bet you'll get your money back, though. I'm sure you will. But the question's when. No, I guarantee you most likely will, but it might take a week or two.
Well, I'd love to see that money back. If it is, it's immediately going out of my account and into.
It's certainly not going to happen in one day, though. I'll tell you that.
Well,
I think it's such bullshit. I remember my ex. Somehow, some company in Texas had gotten a hold of his social security number and opened up a business account where they had charged $6,000 to something in Texas. And he had to spend a good part of 4 months proving that he's never been to Texas in his life, let alone opened a business account with Capital One.
Yikes.
Jesus. This is why sometimes you get a call from your bank. I don't know if it happens in Canada, I don't know if it happens in the US, but over here, sometimes your bank calls you after you make a purchase, and it's something really simple like, hello, sir. So we've noticed some strange transactions going on in your account. Could you confirm that you did these? And you're like, yes, I did go and I did do this and I did do that. And then you just roll your eyes and go, oh, well, it's for moments like this.
It happened to me once a long time ago when I was buying a camera from, I think, Future Shop or something, which is basically like Best Buy. Because that's not something I do very often at all. Yeah. So they thought it was weird.
Set it up here with your bank, with your bank or whatever you have. They have like, I don't know if it's called LifeLock or something, but they just kind of monitor all of your social accounts and bank accounts and all that bullshit. And they will message you if, like, hey, did you just spend $400 over here? Or did you just do a double transaction at this shop? Like, just, I think they even send you like a text message, So the crooks are getting smarter. So we have to outsmart the crooks, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm detached. This year has taught me to be the power of detaching yourself from all this shit. Like, whether it's bad, like, I don't know if you know, Missy, but I was in the States this year and things went sour pretty fucking fast.
No.
And like I almost died. So
what?
Oh yeah, I almost froze to death in New York.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Homeless on the street. Like I made a whole video of it, like a compilation of me freezing on outside of this church because I had nowhere to go, waiting for the consulate to take me back in. I didn't get a single bit of sleep. And then when I did get in there, stinking and soaking wet, they looked at me and they said, yeah, we can't help you. We're not obligated to give you. So I ended up sleeping in a homeless shelter up there by up there in Manhattan.
Oh my God!
Man, I'm glad that turned out well in the end, though. Jeez.
Yeah, the State Department eventually, or whatever the equivalent. I think the home, whoever's in charge of the homeless shelters in America, they have a money put aside for like a foreign person who's trapped. So they just strapped the ticket to me and off I went back home. But yeah, I lost my
that's good.
I lost my wallet in New Jersey. So
that's awful.
Mm-hmm. I was
gonna have to be a lot more careful with that money the next trip you make, huh?
Oh Jesus, you have no fucking idea. I'm going to nail. Like I'm gonna have food. I'm gonna have like a ration of like money each and every day, and it'll be like $20, and I'll have thousands.
You have to be real strict about it.
But it's better than dying. But don't get me
Uh-huh.
wrong, I still had an amazing time. Yeah, spent like nearly, it was more than 2 months in America. Yeah, that ended badly. But it taught me the value of just don't fret too much, because once it's out of your hand, all you're gonna do is give yourself a heart attack.
Right.
So this is beyond me now. So at this point, all I can do is be like, fuck, and then detached and get on with it. And sure, you don't feel good about it, but you won't feel any better by going, what do I do? What do I do? Oh god, this is happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Freaking out isn't going to make the situation any better.
And it might make it worse.
Right.
So yeah, it sucks, but what doesn't suck, if I remember right, is our first video.
Oh, smooth transition, sir.
Yes, although now looking at the pictures,
Oh, damn.
yeah, maybe there is some sucking involved.
Oh my.
I can hear the stampede of furries coming in already.
Don't blow the load too early there, Krendar. I still have to take down the screen and bring up my screen. Bring up the
Sorry, too
Read
late. I
this.
couldn't help myself.
It happens to the best of us. It really doesn't. Missy Ann's shaking her head like. The things we say to soothe their fragile
Hey.
egos.
I'm a co-host on the Morning Wood. I don't think anything you guys say could.
By the
could
way, Missy,
surprise
when did
me
you
at this point.
when did you dye your hair?
I want to say it's been like a month or two now, but
Oh, yeah?
because of the way, like, where I am in my little nook here that I stream in the
Mhm.
morning, the sun is over here.
Yeah, it's
But-
always a lot darker in there during morning wood.
Because it's right, I have to have these like blackout curtains, because if I don't, the sun is so bright that I won't be able to see my screen.
Yeah.
So you guys can't really see, so right, like the sun is shining through this big window right here, so you guys can actually see what color my hair is finally.
Exactly.
So yeah, this is
Assuming
My
the
haircut.
people who watch this are actually looking up instead of down when they look at you.
yes.
you
That is a
you know what you have on display, and you know how to display
Yeah, I've had a little bit of practice with that.
it. Speaking of, folks, if you want to check out our descriptions as well, as you'll find some fantastic links to Krendar and things around here, such as our Streamlabs, our Discord, my Twitter, and all those other good stuff. You'll also find our guest Missy's Patreon. You want to have a gander in there and see what's what.
Mm-hmm. You might
Take
be
a
able to
look.
see some stuff, like pictures.
Yeah, like I
You never
said,
know.
she knows how to work it. As does this panda, apparently.
Mhm.
So let's see what this is all about.
Hot ass panda.
I always use Gentle Orangina. It ensures I feel fresh and comfortable all day long. Orangina, naturally.
Damn.
Wow.
That's the most sultry beverage ad I've ever seen.
I mean,
I've had-
Orangina is pretty bomb, but
It is.
For
By
breakfast,
the way, if you listen closely, this is a French ad. They've put some really bad English dub over.
I always give them Orangina.
Now, this one is a bit confusing to me, right? These are her children, so either they're adopted or she had kids with a human.
Orangina.
Do they have tails? Also, why is she pouring Orangina in their
Oh, that's a
cereal?
French thing. They do that. They don't use milk for everything, especially the further south you go. They start using other things, and that includes juice.
Orange juice for cereal? That's nasty.
Nasty. Hey, guess what?
That's
Sometimes
nasty.
they use water.
my
Oh, girl,
kid
you
had asked me
nasty.
before because like we didn't have milk at that point, and I didn't feel like going to the store, and he wanted cereal. Like obviously, like if you go, like there's a fuck ton of food in my kitchen. He's just a picky ass kid. And wanted cereal at that very fucking moment at like midnight or whatever the fuck it was. He was like, well, can I put water in cereal? I was like, if you want to be fucking gross, go ahead. Or you can wait 5 hours and I'll go to the store and get you fucking milk. Like, which one? So,
See, this ad is just multiple different pieces of proof simultaneously that the French are not right in the head.
Also, please note that they have hands, but they will not use them.
Of course not. They've been raised by a deer.
They have spoons. Why are the spoons there if they're not going to eat them?
That's a good point.
Orangina,
Naturally.
That's a good point, kids. Eat your spoons.
Ooh. It's a nice filly first thing in the morning.
I just love that fruity.
Excuse me, that's a mare. Thank you.
It fights bad breath.
Fillies are underage.
Brenda, how did you know that?
Are they?
Because I know too many furries. That's
with
why.
Orangina, and it's gonna kill the bacteria in your mouth.
That's that's far less normal. But I've heard people not just overseas, but elsewhere, they rather than like, ew, I don't like the idea of mint, so they'll have like pineapple juice first thing in the morning.
I'll get drinking it, but not to like use it to clean your fucking teeth.
That's kind of weird, yeah. I'll give these guys credit for one thing at least. These ads may be weird as hell, but they're well animated.
They're not too bad.
And now she's cleaning her fucking floors with the sugary shit. This is I call bullshit.
Do you want ants? This is how you get ants.
Yeah, like maybe she's like, haha, I get it because it's lemon, and like sometimes lemon flora stuff can like zest, but that's just the smell of it.
Are they trying to tell us that they've been conning us into drinking fucking mop soap?
This is why animals don't do housework.
No, they cause housework. They don't do housework. Much like most men.
These ads are pretty funny, though.
In just 3 days, using Orangina gives me a clear skin confidence.
Oh, he's like a teenage boy. But here's the thing. Orangina would not stop spots. It would most likely increase spots because it's bloody sugary as fuck.
Making breakouts a thing of the past. Orangina, naturally.
An active there doesn't always...
Oh,
Did they just say, let's make the most ridiculous fucking commercials we can think of to sell our fucking juice?
Yeah. I like the fact that the big burly boy they chose to be in the men's locker room for like these big burly male athletes is the bear.
Well, bear surrounded by a bunch of burly men.
He's having time to take a shower.
There's like layers of meaning here, aren't there?
Is that bestiality if he has girls hanging in his locker like that?
It is.
That's the eternal question, isn't it, though? If anthros were real, would that be bestiality or not?
Orangina, naturally.
New formula Orangina.
Oh, so his armpits smell like oranges.
That's terrifying. That is.
What is it, a hyena?
That is my sleep
like
paralysis monster right there.
It's like a greyhound, I think.
Strength and shine.
Wow.
Every time.
Now, I don't know about you, but I am so glad that my penis can get only so engorged, or else I'd die of blood loss right now. Because this is hot, and I'm not even a furry. I might be now, though.
They need to start selling Orangina at FurCon.
There are kids that are going to be terrified and scarred for life because of these commercials.
Orangina.
There are adults that will be scarred for life by these commercials.
Now, why does the cat need to shave? Why does the cat need to shave?
The shave right there.
Well, he
that.
doesn't want to have a beard. That's why, because he's wrong in the head.
It's gonna.
Let's be honest here, though. He is taking very good care of his body. Look at that.
Hold on a minute.
It's the gym.
Wait a minute. I just realized there's definitely a shaved pussy joke to be made here.
There
Do you lift, bro?
Le bon réflexe original pour rafraîchir la peau et adoucir son cuir.
Why is the music like from a Contra game from the 80s? Press 1, player 1, start.
Are these all French commercials?
Santa red, Santa rum.
Is there meth in the water in France?
Yes, but only some parts. There's no excuse for the rest of the country.
It's the meth water they use to eat their cereal.
I'm thinking so.
Whoa,
Progressive.
bestiality.
Progressive. Very good.
Yeah.
I'm
Furry, gay furries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Creamsicle doesn't want to pop in right now.
Thank
Ooh,
you.
I can see him. You
should send this ad to him.
Oh, he knows. He knows very well. Yeah.
He probably
He's like,
produced
where
it.
do you think I found these ads in the first
Yeah,
place?
he's probably the animator that made it.
Get it? She's got a turtleneck, but it's really long.
Oh god.
Honestly, kudos to them for choosing really appropriate animals in all these cases, though. Like the giraffe for the tall laundry lines, the bear for the
This
I
reminds
don't
me
know
of,
what the hell's going
this
on now.
reminds me of the Mr. Plow ad that Homer had commissioned that was so artistic that no one had any idea what it was about. Remember, he had the
Look
snow
at
globe and
the-
smash.
I'm just stuck looking at the booty on that fucking antelope, whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Oh.
antelopes are very slinky.
She got some junk in her trunk.
Oh, and now there's a
Now
stripper.
there's strippers.
The stripper's a flamingo? That's
It's an
awesome.
octopus stripper.
Oh, that's great.
Oh,
Is this the sequel to Octodad?
dude, this is like a bizarre prequel to Zootopia.
It is. Well, there goes the tentacle fetishists.
Oh, the peacocks in the back.
I didn't know Girl Does Rant was in this ad.
This society is based on the concept of mutual support for animal human hybrids. That they're probably all interbreeding as fuck, just 24/7, right? And Origina. It's the two pillars of their society.
It's the
The spice must, like Dune. We're going to talk about Dune
it's the
later.
aphrodisiac that gets them together.
Drink Orangina. Fuck animals.
Man.
Do these commercials play when children are watching?
Oh,
Well,
you
I mean-
brutish New Englander. Yes.
I mean,
Go
you've
back-
seen the
Go back.
I'm
to
just-
your-
Missy.
go
You've
back
seen
to
the
your-
ad for that movie Cuties on Netflix, haven't you?
That's true.
That's from France as well.
They wonder why then. They wonder why their children feel fucking sexualized all the time. Look at the commercials y'all are making.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm saying. You wonder.
This is so subtle, isn't it? The subtle imagery.
Dear 12-year-old girl, why do you feel pressured to feel being sexual in the fucking social media and being sexy is such an
I know,
unusual
right?
thing? Why do you feel pressured? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because the fucking Orangina commercial.
Look, you're either going to be turning yourself into a slut for Orangina or a furry for Orangina, in which case you could turn yourself into a slut.
A slutty furry for Orangina.
Life is juicy.
Life is juicy.
There's
Oh,
some girl right now who is 6 years old who's making one of those little posters that says, "My first day of school. I'm 6 years old. I like eating pizza. When I grow up, I want to be the dancing octopus stripper in the fucking Orangina commercial." Like, there's legit some girl out there doing that right now.
Oh, she's,
yeah, but
she's
the-
making like a scrapbook collection of all these sexy animals.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, though. The antelope was much classier stripper.
Yes. I just think it'd be funny to watch be the
Oh.
octopus.
Cowgirl.
Horse cowgirl.
These are so ridiculous.
Wouldn't a cowgirl be more fitting?
Oh god, look, she's not even trying anymore. She's just pouncing on
Oh.
that thing.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Whoa, senor.
Oh, cultural appropriation.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
It is a bit.
He's dressed as a Native American. Oh god.
He was spanking the bottle until it erupted.
And look, it's called Indian.
Oh, that's
To go with
so
cowboy.
racist. You French
Wait,
people are racist.
See, they still exist in the
Culturalist.
world. They still exist in the human world.
There you
So it's
go.
got to be bestiality.
Oh. Oh.
That's the eternal question, though, Missy. Is it bestiality if they're sentient?
The bestiality if the
This is-
giraffe is sticking her fucking nose in the dude's butt.
Look, we all subscribe to the Ryby Jenkins doctrine of eating ass, but you have to get permission first, okay, lady?
Right, I do not seek consent.
I mean,
I
He
do
doesn't
not
consent. Look, he's running away.
consent.
yeah, but it's France, so that's okay.
Oh my
Look,
god,
she's
okay.
kidnapping.
She's
She kidnapped him.
and
That's
you
fine.
heard the police. You heard the police siren in the background.
She took him.
This ad is.
So not only are they promoting on
And
bestiality,
what the hell does that have to do with fruit juice?
because it's light. It's fruit juice light. That's why.
Ooh.
That's how you stay sexy.
Think there'll be any weed references in this one?
Rastaman, there's your weed reference.
No, it was just the culture appropriation with the dreadlocks.
Samurai Savoir Citron.
Now, let's be honest. This
No.
is not going to be as crazy as real Japanese ads.
That's a high bar to be challenging.
Hi, kitty titty. Hi, kitty titty. Missy, she's
Keisha.
stealing your look.
She is. I'm feeling personally attacked right now.
Well, of course.
Sacre bleu.
Découvrez Original Aristo, saveur cassis.
These ads are pure gold. I love this.
Oh my god.
Laughing hyena, I love it.
Isn't that just like promoting bullying?
Yeah, it's her being an absolute skank.
Yeah. Like you're literally just promoting being a bully.
Wickedly light orange.
Get just a few drops of Orangina.
Oh.
They
Oh
form
my.
drops are enough.
And listen,
A few drops of something anyway.
like
Oh my.
there's French car. The narrator sounds like he's not overdoing English French words, which means that this was shown to a English speaking audience.
To polish and lubrify anything.
No, like
Orangina, naturally.
Oh my.
Oh,
That voice though.
Well, he's a go fucker, is he?
See? That's see, they're just promoting bestiality.
So
That's all it is.
bestiality.
Was that goat even furry, or was it just a regular ass goat?
It's a regular ass goat with some lipstick on.
Wow.
Check it out. It's got lipstick on.
So that's how you get the anthros then.
Yeah.
This is all those ads all those years ago forged the first inter-hybrid relationship. He's like, you
Mhm.
know what? They
They're-
have the right of it. We shouldn't be ashamed of who we are. Meh.
No.
The goat doesn't
So
even-
so
I
their
wanna
kid
see
is the
octopus
anthro
strippers.
goat girl, right?
Uh,
This is how you get anthros, people.
This
This
is
is
where
how-
furries came from.
Yeah.
France. No shock. I mean, it is a bunch of perverts.
No, furries came from Lola Bunny cartoons.
No, this is where the first furry came from. This is where Lola Bunny started.
Yeah.
I am drained. I am so drained. But
So are the viewers of those ads.
damn right. Let's see. How about let's see what I don't remember all the title names. Let's try this. Oh, this is fucking brilliant. I don't know if you ever heard this song. It's Little Barnacle topic porn.
Oh.
What a great title.
Let's just say that we should immediately go, yo, Safeway! But it should be Krendar's face over like a rotating
I still
thing.
don't understand what the hell that kid is trying to say. What the hell is a safe wee?
No, he's literally calling them Safeway. Like his piss is safe.
What does that even mean?
I think they told the story, didn't they? Like it was.
I thought I always said safe weed.
No, you can actually see the subtitles below. It's yo, Safeway.
It's a WEE.
Yeah,
Safe weed?
Whatever the hell that means.
I know, but
Are you trying to say Safeway like the store?
no, because it's set in like UK and we don't have that.
No idea.
So safe weed. So
Yeah,
ask someone from Birmingham. They'll probably know.
He literally gives a shout out to some lad called Safeway, as in like something my
Ah.
dude. But instead,
Do you think that's what that was? He was just calling somebody by their nickname?
If we ever find the video, we can break it down because I have always been confused about that too. Also, what's up with that kid who's like, "I'm a bullet in your head," and the one directly after that? Like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It's just mumbling, but it's like, "I'm a bullet in your head." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking, kid? Kid, enunciate your words, please.
No kidding, right?
Anyway, Little Barnacle.
Like this song if you like vaginas.
Yes.
I also like vaginas. Watching porn, blowing on my dick like a basset horn. Jizz on your mom like a snowstorm. I've been fucking bitches since I was a newborn. Row, 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 row your boat. Little barnacle is the fucking goat. I take a shit and then it floats. My jizz looking like some cream cheese toast.
I like Elmo cause he's red. I do not like whole wheat bread. I don't want to go to bed. Ball tigers, they have no tread.
So what do you guys
Wow.
think so far?
I'm amazed by the incredible production values so far.
The first one kind of gave me, I don't know if I can't even remember that fucking song, but it was like some like weird spoken rap song from like the 90s that like everyone kind of liked and was kind of cool. But then the second dude came on and it sounded like some weird back alley spoken poetry, and it's just terrible.
Also, I like how he puts
the
his
bass
microphone
line.
right up next to his speaker once in a while, just goes brrr.
Brr,
Yeah,
brr, brr, brr,
like,
brr.
it just, like I don't understand that. But
Who does that? Someone talks a lot, and they talk a lot like this. Who is it? Oh, it's someone like G-Man, but it isn't G-Man.
A lot of people.
yeah.
That's why I keep mine at like a fixed distance. But
A, B, C, D, E, F, Gilly, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, puppy, Q, R, S, T, U, vagina, W, X, Y, and a zebra.
Condom on a dick, looking like
Zebra?
a tic
What?
tac. Got some lotion, rub it on my ball sack. Eat her ass like a flapjack in the whip, bumping Nickelback. Yeah, I like porn. I like porn. I like porn.
kid, you should still like fucking Roblox, not porn.
I'm a little disturbed at the mention of zebra. Like, are they turning into Von Helton with their horse snatches over
Probably.
here?
They drank too much orange Gina.
The
It's too
first
late.
kid I feel like
Oh.
has some potential, but that second one, I'm just rapping is not for him.
You know what the
No.
whole lyrics
Mhm.
remind me of though? Endless Jess. Like it's just like shock value for shock value, but Endless Jess makes it better because it's actual weight to it. These ones you could tell they're like giggling around the microphone going
Yeah.
Yeah. Although at least the one guy has got some good
I like
jokes.
porn. I like porn. I like porn. It makes my dick hard. It makes my dick hard. It makes my dick hard.
It makes his pee-pee into the big pee-pee.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He rubs his fireman and it spits in his eye.
And they're like, Mom, look what I can do.
Oh god,
Oh.
not the dinner table.
That is something no mom ever wants to experience, I'm sure.
Not at all.
Big shout out. in
I've
the
already
chat
told my kid if I even hear it, I'm gonna freak the fuck out.
I like how you're like, you can't do it. Rather, dude, just be fucking subtle about it.
Keep that shit to yourself.
But like, I'm not dumb, you know. Like, I have my kid's just turned 16. Like, he's a junior in high school.
Nature's gonna happen.
I know what I was doing when I was 16 and a junior in high school, so I'm not an idiot. All I ask is like, don't do it in my house when I'm under the same roof. Right? So like, if you want to do it in your room when mom's not home, fine, but don't do
And
it when
clean
I'm
up
like
after
walking.
yourself as well.
Yeah, because I shit you not, I told him one day because I had to go out for a while, and I was like, do not fuck your girlfriend in the living room. I just had a feeling, right?
I don't want to come home and smell that.
Yeah, I don't want, like, I lay on that couch. I don't want my face near anything that came out of your girl's vagina. Like, please, just please, you know, have enough respect for me to just keep it in you. Like, I just bought you a brand new bed, a brand new mattress, a brand new bed frame. Like, you have such a nice bed. Go in there.
When,
I come home from like 5 hours of like going out and running errands. There is a bowl of Doritos sitting on the floor. So they didn't finish it because I know it was Doritos because there were still Doritos in it. And a used condom laying on top of the Doritos
Yeah.
that would
in the living room.
That would have required extra effort just to be that extra level of icky. Like, you would have had to pick it up and then immediately go, "Oh, we're gonna put it on we're gonna put it on the Dorito."
Right, and then we're gonna leave it here and go in the other room so that
That's
my mom
nasty.
can find it.
How can you be that lazy?
low energy. Well, not low energy protection at the very least. So at least they're
That's
doing
at
that.
least, yeah. Like that's the one thing I can say is at least my kid doesn't want kids, so he's smart enough to wrap it up. But still, like, come on.
But not
Wrap
smart
And
it
my
up
enough to
kid's just
clean it up.
dumb. He doesn't
Yeah.
think.
I mean, what did they think that was gonna add flavor to the fucking Doritos?
Ah,
I think they were just like, oh, we'll just put it here and throw everything away.
why
and
are these
then,
Doritos so salty?
Yeah, the idiots got fucking stoned or something and then forgot it was there.
That's so different to when I had my first girlfriend over, and actually most of my other girlfriends over. My ma would get along so well with them, and we'd have little jokes that you could hear me the night before, and we just laugh it away. She even my girlfriend at the time, the first night she stayed over, that the two actually met, she didn't have any spare clothes, so my ma gave her a bunch of like robes and stuff like that, and let her use it in the bath. Oh yeah, no, my ma was incredibly laid back. Like we'd smoke together, drink together.
I don't like this chick, so I wouldn't be giving her any of my shit. If I liked the girl, it'd be different, but I like this girl.
Oh, the second one she didn't like. She couldn't stand, and she was over far more. And she didn't help her out nearly as much. But
That's what I mean. If we like them, we're gonna help them. We don't mind. You want to, like, okay, whatever. But just don't let me hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. I think
I have not read this yet, so I have no idea what I'm gonna expect.
I like how this article is basically calling yourself out, though.
Well, sure. I mean, we looked at the Canadian one last time. Do you remember how Canadian
Yeah.
are you?
The flawed Canadian quiz, yeah.
Yeah, because you only got like 50%. Like I said, you are at least 80.
I'm at least 70%. Thank you very much. I mean, I have to admit, not liking hockey does really reduce my score quite a bit, but
that's probably like one of the top 3 questions.
I'm looking down this article and I can see garlic cheese chips right here.
That actually sounds good.
I've seen fucking like
in America.
Kebab flavored chips from England.
Well, here's the thing you have to remember,
garlic...
Missy. When British people say chips, they mean fries.
Oh, she knows. She knows. You.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I've also I've seen steak chips. I've seen kebab crisps.
Those are nice.
And it's like,
but those
garlic cheese chips doesn't sound too bad.
I actually have a bag of buffalo wing and blue cheese flavored potato chips in my living room right now.
They sound alright.
They had a Dorito that was buffalo. It was Buffalo Ranch, I think. My kids like that one.
Oh, I didn't know the Doritos did that one. I haven't seen that one around.
They used to. I haven't been able. It's like a baby blue bag. I haven't been able to find them in like a year. So
this one I've got is a specifically Canadian brand, but it's very good.
These are like the most boring.
Hold on, go back up a little. You're going through this way too fast.
Sorry, it's just I'm looking around.
Rich tea and butter.
Okay, so rich tea biscuits are like digestive biscuits. They're like cheaper. They're like leaner and they're made out of like much more chaff.
Okay.
So they're a little coarse. So you want to mix them up with something. So people put butter on top of them. But I'm like, really?
That's not gross. My ex put butter on top of strawberry Pop-Tart.
I can kind of see that, but here's the thing: I've heard of people putting butter in actual cups of tea before, and that sounds nasty.
Yeah, I've heard people do that with lard. Like they put lard.
Oh,
in tea.
Gross.
Yep.
What's this? Coddle? What the hell is that?
Now this one is it's a stew, and therefore without a specific. However, the most common consists of layers of roughly sliced sausages and rashers with chunky potatoes, sliced onions, salt, pepper, and herbs. Traditionally, also include barley. And it looks like
sounds good.
It's very filling, and you can get it in lots of different ways. It's one of our few staple dishes.
It's like a weird dumpling stew kind of thing.
Almost.
Yeah, it is.
It looks like it, but it's really just potato and sausage, basically, right?
Yeah, except then you can see you get like sauces and gravy, and you kind of switch.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
Ham sandwiches with ketchup. Again, that's nothing too crazy. I mean, I've been to Ohio. bacon and cabbage. That's standard.
I feel like barbecue sauce would have been a better idea, but
I've had the ham sandwiches with barbecue sauce. Highly recommend that.
No, my
Also,
dad
man,
used to make grilled ham and cheese sandwiches, and then you dip them in tomato soup. So it's basically the same idea.
I've done that as well, and that's very nice.
this chick here is really enjoying that burger.
That or else she's
Yeah.
having a seizure. She's biting into it.
That's how Shab looks every time he eats a cheeseburger.
Maybe maybe the Puma from those Orangina ads is down off camera that we can't see.
Mm-hmm. Most likely.
Chicken fillet rolls with anything, yeah, we like it. Ultimate hangover cure, yeah. This is all a very generic list. I should have maybe gone over it, and there's nothing really out of ordinary here. Like banana sandwiches. Well, didn't Elvis love that shit?
Is it just peanut butter and bananas?
We don't have that much peanut butter over here. So childhood, many banana sandwiches are slightly random, a pretty good snack until you slice the corned beef in. Yes, people do that. Okay, that one sounds a bit icky. Corned beef and banana sandwiches.
That sounds like a weird combo.
That sounds disgusting.
It
This
is.
is absolutely disgusting.
Oh my god! Look what she's doing from this angle. Like, work it, honey. Earn that orange Gina.
Somebody else from the Orangina ads down there now too.
Yeah.
Oh
People
man.
love nothing more than good chicken curry. Yeah, we don't eat as much rice, but I had a bunch of rice yesterday. I love me some rice. I love me some egg fried rice and some peanut
Chips. Fries with curry? That's a little weird.
That's very English. Imagine
That's true.
yeah, like they love. You can get something called like a 2-in-1 or a 3-in-1, where it's curry, sauce, rice, chicken, like
And chips.
and chips, and they're in a big long tray, and they're all Michelin.
That's not
stars
right.
together. It's if you're shit faced, it is a whole meal in of itself. You do not care. You're like,
Well, if you're shit faced, you need some potato. Yeah.
Absolutely. Pizza with tomato ketchup sprayed on top of.
With what?
Tomato ketchup.
Ketchup on pizza. That is
That sounds like
disgusting.
something that Shab would do. This is just all of the list of stuff that Shab eats.
I didn't know he was actually Irish in his soul.
He puts ketchup on mac and cheese.
Hold on, scroll back up.
Yeah, this is the double breakfast. Is
Sprinkle
just
some
having,
magic. Double.
Yeah, now this is the worst one on the list.
What does that say?
If
Cheese toasty. It's a bit blurry on my screen.
Oh, okay. If you are anything like us and love nothing more than a cheese toasty under the grill, why not try one of them? One of our writer recommendations: sprinkle some red OXO cube on top of the cheese melt. So that's how you make like a stock for a broth and the soups.
Yeah.
But here is the thing: people try to put tea with brown sauce because they saw it in the movie Intermission.
Yeah.
So picture brown sauce and then get a cup of tea and then pour that in.
You mean
Oh,
like
weird.
HP sauce?
Yeah. Look, it's actually had a HP sauce pocket right there.
I'm sorry. I've
That
tried
is-
HP sauce. I found some over here. We have like in the grocery store that we have like a little like British section for some reason. I don't know why. But there's HP sauce. So I grabbed some because I kept hearing about this. And it's gross. Just get some A1 if you want.
Have you ever
Brown sauce.
tried?
I can see putting that on the grilled cheese sandwich, but in tea?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Dollop of it in tea and then stir it around. Did you see-
Why?
I don't know. It's icky. It's from the movie Intermission, which they do. Look, here's Colin Farrell looking very icky about the whole situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, how about some Worcestershire sauce in your tea?
Well, why the hell?
What
not
kind
at
of
this point?
tea is it?
Oh, it's like the tea
Is
I have
it-
right here, like just regular tea that you.
Just like the regular golden,
Yeah,
the
with
bar,
Orange pico
whatever,
or English
berries
breakfast or
or
something.
whatever it is.
Yeah, like English breakfast, I suppose you guys would call it. That you just put a little bit of milk in and then pour the.
Instead of milk, they do HP. So
No,
I'm gonna
yeah,
have
the
to ask.
milk, the milk would be in there as well. Maybe a bit of sugar too.
I'm gonna have to ask some people. This I
This is
know.
quite rare. It is so rare. But yeah, I went to work
That's
with-
disgusting.
I'm with the guy in the middle there personally.
Yeah.
Carl, that guy on the left is the one from Peaky Blinders, and I forget him on.
Oh, the guy on the left is proof as to why they're doing that. He's a smoker, therefore he has no taste buds anymore.
Pretty much. Ugh, no more of that picture. That picture makes me sad. Oh, where did I see this? I think I saw this one on Black Guy TV. I think he showed this one. Crazy woman attempts to break into bar by charging into the door.
Who grandmama this is?
Who grandma this is?
Who Miss
She's trying to rob a bar?
Who? Oh shit!
What?
Man, call the people that woman, son. Who missed Sunday dinner? Oh Lord.
Who let my ex-mother-in-law out the nursing home?
Grandma, no, not in front of the kids.
That's how you get corona.
That's how you get 5 different diseases at the same time.
Oh, that's what you play Russian roulette.
I'm dying. Hello?
That was a great level of pure crazy.
Oh, she gonna knock herself out.
She's like a zombie from the start of a film where they all think it's like a joke, but it's like smacking you and like, whoa, this bitch be drunk as fuck. You know?
He's messed up.
That's gotta be crack.
Yo, mom, baby girl. Who the fuck is baby girl?
This is either crack or a dedicated troll.
Hello?
Probably crack.
Anyways.
Hey, black boy. Hey, black boy, you're a racist.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
For not letting me into your establishment after you're closed.
Clearly, look at her. She is the most stable person in the world. You want to give her alcohol.
Yeah, clearly she needs some.
What are you doing?
Do-do-do.
World star.
What a white woman at? Might be the one. Might be the one.
This might be the one. Love how they're mocking her.
I mean, she can harm no one but herself at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, she could break the door. She could get through that and cut, and then you gotta pay to fix your door. I don't really care about her getting hurt. I just wouldn't want to have to pay to fix the door. Is she gonna keep doing it? Is she gonna keep doing it?
It's like a classic example of just downtown people. I think every town's got their downtown
should have shown
crazies.
up by now.
Yeah, this is. I'm guessing if this happened in a white bar, the cops would have already shown up.
Is the same thing with where you guys live? Do like most of your crazy people live downtown or hang out downtown?
Dublin's dispersed, but yeah, especially if there's like alcohol on the weekends, you're gonna get some people who, they probably don't need to combine whatever medication they are or aren't on, and
I think it's because it's where the shelters are.
Yeah.
With your stupid ass!
Look, her head's already bleeding.
Damn
Oh
crazy.
shit, she's already bleeding. I mean,
She knocked herself out.
Damn crazy.
That's blood on the top of her head? For sure.
It is. I want to go check her.
You hate to see it, boy. Out of here.
Do I see
There
it? Not really.
Yeah. I suppose I hate to see it that someone's gotten this ill before, but still.
That's actually something I find weird lately. Like over the past few months, people have been obsessed with saying you love to see it or you hate to see it. Where did that come from?
Have you? Wait, you heard that? I didn't hear that up to now, really.
Oh, that
I heard someone
guy
say you
who-
love to see it or something. Or you're
like a lot of
you
people
hate
on
to see
YouTube
it.
and stuff are not obsessed with those phrases for some reason. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's
Weird.
true. Some people, some people love to see shit like that, and some people
Yeah, but
hate to see things go like that.
People like say that specifically those exact words, like it's some sort of catchphase they heard somewhere.
It must be something that a lot of people look up to, said on Twitter.
That's what I'm thinking, but I'm just wondering what the origin of it was because I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And holy shit, this chick is dedicated to getting some insurance money.
Yeah, Slovenia, woman cuts her hand off with circular saw in insurance fraud.
When you need money so bad, you cut your own hand off.
God.
Well, circular €1 million insurance fraud.
Why would you do that?
For 1 million
You know what?
euro.
She give it to her. She earned it.
She did, but then it was taken away. So karma.
So like what did you think?
Well, she thought she'd get
I
away
don't-
with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids and that dog.
If it wasn't
I
for those
don't
meddling kids
understand
with
why
their
she
two
would want to
hands.
go without her hand. Like what made you that desperate that you cut your
Yeah.
fucking hand off?
They're
I've
trying
heard
to
of the-
hide it and everything like that. No, own it. This is what you did.
Right.
Also, I love the tacky ass mask she's got on.
Well, she had $1 million for a little while, so I imagine she went a bit crazy.
Oh, I'm sure.
I need 500 rhinestones on my mask.
I just think that's absolutely ridiculous.
At least it didn't cost her an arm and a leg. Aww.
Oh. No, that'll be the 5 million.
I mean, I've heard of those people that like
walk out for the
are
cars to sue.
they no, not even just they just want to hurt themselves to be disabled.
Oh yeah,
just-
there's people
they
like
just-
that, like that chick who blinded herself.
Yeah, there's another woman who
people
she
who-
would purposely crash her car because she felt that she was supposed to be paralyzed.
Yeah, they almost like they like crave the sympathy that they're gonna get.
Those
And-
people
Or
need
it's
some
just
serious
even like
psychiatric
a-
attention.
Yeah, it's like they feel like that's what their body is supposed to look like. Apparently,
It's not that they want the attention; it's just that they feel it's kind of like
this is what they're
the next-
supposed to be.
Yeah, it's almost like trans people. Like, oh, I feel like I'm the wrong gender. It's like, no, I feel like I'm the wrong level of disabled.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm not supposed to be. Like when I
I'm
see
supposed to be a
myself, I see
paraplegic.
myself as a blind person. When I see myself in my head, I see myself
as
without
a
my
blind
leg.
person. There's a line.
Right.
Ironically, yes.
You get. I mentally
Yeah, no, we know what you mean.
imagine myself.
We
The
know
wording
what-
was just hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know what causes that, but these people need therapy, not bleach.
They
Right.
honestly thought that, for God's sake, like they honestly thought that. Well, in her case, I don't need my hand as much as I need 1 million.
I don't understand what. I just don't. I'm gonna have to look into this one more. I
It's
don't understand her
bizarre.
thought process.
They don't give any more information other than Slovenian woman has been found guilty of cutting off her hand with a circular saw and €1 million insurance fraud.
I want to know why she's hiding it too. Like, what
It's
do you
funny
think
'cause
that
she's
they're
hiding
gonna
it-
like think you're somebody else? Like,
It's,
oh no.
She's hiding it in a way that you can't see it, but it also calls attention to it.
Yeah.
She's got this big thing draped over your arm, like you're obviously hiding it.
The more I look at
I
her,
just-
the more I don't think that she's good looking, but I mean, she's clearly fucking insane.
Yeah, something. I don't understand the level of desperate to cut off a limb to maybe get some insurance money.
Yeah, there wasn't even a guarantee. What if she misjudged and they were like, "Oh, this is horrible, but we don't."
Right. We don't cover this.
yeah.
This isn't covered in your insurance policy. I'm sorry. Like, I don't understand that.
I have no idea what's wrong with her, but
That's-
then again, like I have. No
That would be the
idea.
biggest kick in the butt. Like
She
you
all that.
did the thing that your insurance doesn't even cover in the first place.
Didn't something like that similar happen? Like a guy like walked out in front of like a bus and then tried to sue the city after he became paralyzed, and they're like, "Oh no, you aren't owed anything," and he's like can't
think
move.
so. hmm
Especially when I found out that it was intentional. Speaking of shitty intentional things,
I mean, what's he gonna do with that money anyway?
Yeah, if he's paralyzed, like, was he gonna put a bunch of
Hmm.
pictures in front of himself every day? Like, yay, totally worth it.
Right.
Right?
Man arrested after young boy filmed apparently driving a lorry. So, police in Northern Ireland investigated a period. This only came up like earlier today, after a HGV down a motorway.
Oh my goodness.
Look at him! Look how tiny. He looks like he's got a booster seat on. He's so tiny.
What is he, like 7?
It just says young boy.
Looks like he looks like something like that. 10 tops.
Oh my god, and there's other people on the road.
It's not even a regular road. That's like a freeway.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Holy
Like, there's
shit.
that's so bad.
And the guy filmed it. Like he thought, oh, this will be brilliant. I'm gonna post this to like Facebook and shit.
I love when people create their own evidence of their crimes.
Is that his dad?
I think so, yeah.
Because if it's not, we've got even more questions.
Oh god.
Listen to what he said.
Sorry there, lad.
What did he say? I didn't catch it.
No, lift over, you wee.
Right there, lad. And he goes, yeah. And then he goes, lift after. In other words, ease up on the throttle there. You wee stick?
Rod. Stick.
You wee rod. You wee rod. I've never heard anyone call a child a wee rod before.
Yeah. I've heard children called young bloods, but not wee rods.
That makes me think of Vampire the Masquerade.
Is that like big dick energy but for a little kid?
Oh.
Wee.
Probably.
Wee rod.
Probably.
Yeah, wee rod.
Let's see. This one's a few days old now, but I didn't read the whole story. Man blow up parts of house in France while trying to swat fly. A man.
I mean, I saw that video game come out on Steam recently as well.
That's me when I'm 80 years old. Like, oh, spider in the house, burn it.
Like literally, this is a video game on Steam called Kill It With Fire, where you
Yeah.
try to kill a fly and in the process destroy your entire house.
Yeah.
And now it's real.
Man in his 80s was eating his dinner on Friday evening when he became annoyed at a fly buzzing around him. I can feel that pain. I don't think... What did he do?
I don't think explosives will be involved usually.
Man, it was eating a dinner when he became annoyed at a fly buzzing around him. He picked up an electric fly swat, took aim, as he was unaware of the gas cylinder leaking at this home in the village of...
oh, fuck.
Parkour... so it was a genuine accident. Reaction occurred between the swat and the gas, causing an explosion and part of his kitchen blew up. Blast also damaged a section of his roof and house and currently uninhabitable. Somebody managed to escape the catastrophe with just a burn to his hand. Germany are now repairing his house. Residents camp while he resides at a local campsite near outlet. Sudquest reported. So knowing what happened to the fly. Is the fly okay? That's
I
the
guarantee you. I guarantee you that fly survived unscathed.
Now the house is mine. How bad is the fly situation where you guys live right now? Because mine gets
too bad here.
We don't really have a fly problem.
Well, I tell you, the scariest part of that article was the picture of the lady in the middle. Look at that makeup job.
Ooh, let's see. Does it let you go back without having to click on anything? No, it's.
Probably for the best, honestly.
Yeah, you've already got enough nightmare fuel on this episode today.
Yes.
I'm gonna have terrifying gazelles in my dreams tonight.
Doing very questionable things while drinking orange juice.
We think of greyhounds washing themselves in the Orangina.
Next time you're in the store, if you see Orange Gina, think of...
That's the thing. Out in New England, if I find Orangina, I would have to be like somewhere in the middle of Brooklyn, maybe. So that's like a good 3-hour drive for me to find
Time to
some
go make a
Orangina.
special trip to get some so you can meet that bear in the locker room.
You know?
Hell yeah. Although I don't think you're his type. You know?
Probably not.
Yeah, no, I think the other boys in the locker room are more his type.
Now maybe that racist lion banging on the drum as an Indian, maybe he'd be more your cup of tea.
You know, yeah, it was some sort of wildcat dressed up as a native, yeah. Slapping at the Orangina bottle like it was a drum.
Oh, that's what it was. It was a drum, huh?
Mm-hmm. He was spanking the shit out of that drum
until it just sprayed its drum juice all over everyone. It's thick frothy drum juice.
Mm-hmm.
Thick and frothy enough to put in your cereal bowl.
Eat up, kids. Orange Gina. What nightmares.
So the Shetland Islands want to independence from Scotland. This feels like a Quebec and Canada thing.
It does, but it's even worse because the Shetland Islands, There's only like 40,000 people living there, and they have no natural resources whatsoever.
Oh, that'll go well for them.
Yeah, what are they?
Why the hell do they want independence?
They're not looking into independence. All right, so the gist is this is a misleading title. What they're doing is they're trying to break away from the control of Scotland direct and instead become a crown dependency, like the Isle of Man. That way, London will directly look after it, but also it will appoint...
like leave Scotland and just become part of England?
Yeah, in a way. And also they'll send a direct head of government into probably the biggest town on the biggest island in the Shetlands and set it up as the de facto capital. Funding cuts and centralised decision making by Scottish National Party argues Reid to explore independence. Yeah, there's only 22,000 people on all the islands. They're the ones.
I think one of my favorite shows is based in Shetland. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Is that the island, or is it the Faroe Islands that have the Highland Games? Or it's the Orkneys?
I don't know. It's this show I found on Netflix. Or actually, I found it years ago on DVD. Like before I like could afford cable when my kids were like really little. And it's from over on that side of the pond somewhere. It's called Hinterland.
That name does sound familiar.
It's on Netflix now, but I like just the name Shetland sounds so familiar, and I almost want to say that that's where this show is like based out of.
This is the key
I don't know.
thing for the whole thing. Like, it would mean that it would be a retained revenue from oil in their waters, something that would never badly impact on Scotland's finances if the independence was obtained.
That's why they want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which would affect Scotland's independence, all right, because Scotland already has very little it can offer the wider world, so you can't have an independent Scotland.
This actually reminds me of something hilarious. Similarly, from a place I used to live, there's this city I used to live in South Ontario. It was a border town with the States. So like there was a river separating us from the States in that area, and so there was a bridge to the States there that gets a lot of toll money, right?
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, there was a really little tiny town that was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 square blocks total size. But that's where the bridge actually was. And so that little tiny town refused to merge with the bigger town next to it for the obvious reason of they wanted to keep all that bridge toll money for themselves. So we used to make fun of them and call them like the independent city state that is 4 square blocks. And they're right next to each other too. Like there's no separation like you'd usually get with towns that merge together. Like if you looked at like aerial photography, you would not know there was 2 separate towns because it's literally you cross this road and now you're in the other town.
So kind of like what is that thing called Petetopia or whatever?
Yeah, like you would not know there was a different town there unless there was a sign there telling you.
Yeah, it's kind
which
of
there is.
Not an enclave. Yeah, it would technically be an enclave. But yeah, there's probably tons of little cases like that in most borders of the world. There's a show called Geography Now. Absolutely love it. But it goes through every single country alphabetically, and it also talks about like weird borders and things like that. Yes, it has like Bangladesh has the weirdest ones. They have an enclave inside an enclave inside an enclave of like land.
Jeez.
Yeah, so you leave one country, you have to enter the other. You have to then go back into the country, then you enter the other.
Wow.
There's actually a weird one up there, up in near Cavan, just up the road, where it's kind of like a fish hook, and it goes inside Northern Ireland, probably concentrally anyway. You know, when you drive through it, you stop picking up Irish phone networks. Instead, you pick up the British phone network, but only for like 10 minutes, and then you go back out again, and you're back into the Republic, and it gets it's weird. Like I would not like to. I'd like a border to be just like a fixed line, you know. Make it simple, make it straightforward. but it's interesting to look at on a map.
These things get weird for sure.
Yeah.
BitChute.
Speaking of weird indeed, it is time we talk about one of the things that's in the titles here.
Oh.
Brett Keane is on BitChute, as a lot of people know, but unlike a lot of people know, he has lost what little mind he had left, and he's now incredibly racist. By the way, can I just point out the Stick Saxon hammer looks very sexy here? Point that out. That Stick Saxon hammer there.
So is Brett and G-Man having their downfalls at around the same time?
God, I hope so. Wouldn't that just save a lot of time? But look at the title here. Feral Negroes attack whites in malls.
Holy shit.
Yep.
He's not even being even slightly coy about this.
I'm not clicking on the video.
No.
We're just going to read some of these titles. Because let's be honest here, Brett Keane, he was always a piece of shit, but he was always a sort of greedy piece of shit, and now he's gone into a racist piece of shit. Which I didn't think of that. I thought he hated all people equally, because no one likes him. It turns out he's a proper...
I like that other title. Liberal pisses on my Trump sign, so I shot his dick off.
It's like he's a proud boy, but old and fat and not proud at anything.
Well, he's physically old and fat, but mentally, apparently, a teenager.
A boy. Yeah, so he's definitely still a boy at heart. Racist baby, white privileged children. That is an ugly looking baby. I'm sorry, but that baby is just unappealing.
I really feel like the shooting the guy's dick off is just a total lie, though, because there's no way he rolled out of bed to do that.
No.
It was on his to-do list right after cutting your hand off to get $1 million.
A lot of these just look like clickbait titles.
Oh, they are so... You can tell. I mean, anyone...
Brett is always all about the clickbait.
And look at some of this stuff that he's like most viewed. It's still TJ up there in the corner.
Yep.
I
bet he loves that.
News media lies about Kenosha shooter accuses. Oh, of course. I've seen on a few.
Look at the title of that one.
Retarded bitch. Oh God, I don't want to say. I don't want to say these words. Retarded
it's awful.
Bitch. Tashina Rocha on live streams herself looting robbery. Fake Sagan interview.
Like, it's dumb if you're gonna rob someone and live stream it, correct? But you don't need to call her the R word.
Obama fired by Donald Trump. Did he make his own fan fiction?
Oh.
He might have.
Oh, I'm so tempted, but I still want to starve the manatee. So no. Trump supporter killed, shot dead by cops. Good.
Yeah. That should be the most viewed one.
California fucks children. What?
Look at that.
Now that's a clickbait title. California legislator passes bill reducing penalties for oral anal sex with willing children. No, they
Question
didn't.
is it true though?
You know it's not.
Where would any legislator anywhere in the United States pass a bill or have people not be completely outraged at a bill being passed with willing children in the title of it?
I'm willing to believe they at least tried to. I don't know if it succeeded.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Need good video. Antifa attacks children. You know, they're just actively going to attack children.
I wouldn't put it past them, actually.
Are Muslims behind these violent riots in America? Listen closely to the chants.
This is insane.
And this is Brett Keane. It is not some 14-year-old who's been masturbating to Nick Fuentes and Lolly Sock fan fiction. He's not. He hasn't been like a big fan of like Crowder and shit like that. No. This is Brett Keane, a man who should know so much better.
That's it.
Seriously though.
I don't. Like, I always knew he was a piece of shit, but
I'll be right back, guys.
Insanely over the top, even for him.
This is, and you think maybe he's trying to clickbait for a reason, like to get this sort of reaction.
Yeah, I do. I think he's trying to get attention to to his channel, to his BitChute, to his videos. I think he's trying to get attention any way he can. Because if it's not happening on YouTube, he's got to make it happen somewhere. So he's over here doing this.
And he can get away with a lot more in BitChute.
I would be surprised if he's on. Shab actually found a couple of new streaming sites too.
I should have
What
given
the
you warning.
fuck is that?
Should have given you warning. Sorry, but here you go, folks. Here is an Australian spider eats bird.
Yeah, burn the whole country. Just set the entire country on fire.
I don't even need to I don't even need to go too far. Not that it's long anyway. You can get the gist of it. But damn, imagine waking up to that.
That's a big ass spider.
At least it made us stop talking about Brett Keane.
Fucking hell.
We need some happiness. Let's go to a man who's full of love and joy.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Yes.
Buff Corell, baby, back on representative levels. You know, you down, it's your boy Buff Corell. Do tell anybody.
You can never be sad watching Buff.
It's your boy Buff Dog. Arm on right.
In future, I will strategically place Buff Corell music videos just scattered around. So whenever we've done like a really bad thing, like oh no, then Buff comes around and I'm like, yay!
Yes.
Lifting the mood, I see.
Buff makes everything better.
Except for the music quality. That's the one thing he does not make better.
It's bicep talk. English is bicep talk. Anyways, it's on bicep talk. This is
I'm so curious as to why no one sees him out in public. Like, why aren't there videos and pictures of people like being like, "Oh, I ran into Buff," you know, like that's what makes me almost feel like he's just so trolling. Like it's God. I've thought he was a troll from the get-go, but it's just like a well-made character, and I love it so much. But I want to see pictures of him out in public and people running into Buff.
Yeah, we need Buff Corell sightings.
Yes.
Wub wub wub. Wub wub wub.
His stations increased tenfold. I see.
It's Corona.
I know the better joint on karaoke. Now I do the Buff style cuff.
He said karaoke. I love that. It's not karaoke.
Karaoke.
It's karaoke.
His singing is definitely karaoke.
Anyways, now I do not get down. You make sure I get a rough.
Rough.
Now he's a dog.
Did you ever? I remember hearing like one of his earlier videos where he was actually coherent still. His speech has degraded over the years.
I honestly think that he has some sort of post-traumatic stress. I think he was military, and when he came back, he kind of... You can also tell with his room. Anyone who knows military people know that they keep their rooms like just immaculate. It's been drilled into them. And it would also explain his buffness. Less so his Corellness, though.
No. So I'm saying I almost think it's just like a really well done troll. The one that like everyone loves.
He's really dedicated to the bit.
Yeah.
What if you met him in real life? He was just totally normal.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's got you can't walk up. People would be taking pictures of that everywhere.
It's enough glorious.
I feel like it's the Gilbert Gottfried thing. You never hear his real voice. Well, WAP is still his best song ever.
Was that the one where he was prancing like a pony?
No, he was barely dancing at all, but he was actually singing kind of well for a change.
I think it was the one we watched last week. I think we watched two.
He can't. We've proven he can't do both at the same time. One of them has to suffer.
But there's one like you remember this one, Krendar? Like he's like prancing up and down, and we couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what.
I don't remember what song it was though.
Yeah, he posts so many of them every single day.
Yeah, like 3. I think 3 went up today. 5 that time.
stops moving and has to remember the lyrics.
On his shoulders like every night. Oh my love, can't you see that you're on my mind?
Then you won't be able to hear the glory.
What do you think his neighbors think?
I've been wondering that. Like,
What do you think his neighbors think? Like, he can't live. He has to be living with somebody.
Sometimes, like,
Mhm.
like, jeez, or maybe
If
how
he's
awkward.
like shouting, that
It's
means
like, are
he's
you okay
loud.
in there, buddy?
How awkward must it be, like, if you run across each other when you're like going to the laundry room or
Mhm.
dropping out rubbish,
And they're looking at him like,
and he's like, "Hi, how you doing?"
oh god.
It's you. I'm correct.
Hello, neighbor.
I feel like it's got to be. He can't go out in public like that.
Well, I'm sure he puts
It's
a shirt
gotta be
on.
a troll.
Be great
no,
if he
it's
didn't.
got to be a troll.
Well,
I'm telling you.
there's a double standard, isn't it? Like, you can walk around shirtless.
If I walk around shirtless, I'll get arrested. Either that or kidnapped.
Nothing wrong with little handcuffs now and then.
Just don't make me wait forever. Don't make me wait forever. Don't make me wait forever.
So bad, yet so wholesome.
Can't you
Like I
see
said
ya?
to Jamie, like, he's just living the best Buff Corral life he can live.
Just being his true. He's living his truth. You know.
Look at this; he's already got 1 million, like, this has got nearly 2 million views.
Because he's awesome.
Like, absolutely, he's so popular. He's
That's
amazing.
why it just makes absolutely no sense to me why there are no pictures of people running into Buff outside
that
of
is
his
weird,
house.
honestly.
I honestly think that he doesn't go out, and what happens is he spends all day working out, mumbling to himself, and talking online, and then eventually he goes and does these, like, 2 or 3 of these, and then he starts planning the next day.
Well, then how does he get a replenishment of all his lotion and tissues and food that he needs?
Massive quantities of them, and it comes in.
And groceries?
Yeah,
Just,
well,
yeah, I guess he can get groceries delivered. Everything gets delivered. He never has to leave.
I mean, every
We've
once in
created
while
a
they'll
hermit
have to.
society.
But for the most part,
And it's saving our lives now.
Yeah. We just created
Although the
a
birth rate is
society of
going to
hermits.
be plummeting for sure.
What's this?
Which is probably not a bad thing either, honestly.
It's so beautiful. Damn! Look at my fucking forehead. Fuck. That motherfucker on swole mode. Gotta go.
I know. What did you say at the end? I know.
He said it's swolled up something.
Look at that swole. Look at that swole.
No, I mean right after
So
that.
beautiful. Damn! Look at my fucking forehead. Fuck. That motherfucker on swole mode. Gotta go.
It's on
gotta go.
swole mode. Gotta go.
Gotta go.
What, did he get stung by a bee and it's only now retroactively starting to affect him?
No, I think he just
God
finally
motherfucking
realized his
damn.
hairline.
Oh, I
He
can
saw
relate
it
to
in the
that.
right light.
I can relate to that.
He saw it in the right light and was like, fuck.
I love how the video is just titled, Damn, Look at My Forehead.
Mhm.
Now, what's this? Oh, I remember this. This is some Christian propaganda ad about a kid who doesn't have both a mother and a father.
Oh,
Rather,
God.
two of the same. Now watch
Yeah.
this. I'll do this without any commentary.
Where's your mommy?
I'm right
Is marriage about what adults demand or what children need?
That was creepy.
There's a lot to unpack in that 30 seconds.
There really is.
What do you think, Missy?
Also, the two men that stepped up behind the kid looked like they were weird clones.
A little bit.
Well, you know that
was
wearing the same
but
stuff.
it's just like
This ad
how
is
to
very
just
white.
assume, you know,
Extremely
like he
white.
could be there, it could be a single dad, you know, like it could be, you know, mom died in a car crash, so Uncle Tom and my brother are right here, you know, like it's.
We know that's
I mean, it
not.
could be, but by saying marriage is one man, one woman, they're clearly implying that they're talking about gay marriage.
And I
That's
found
just
this
ridiculous.
via another YouTuber that talked about how this wasn't. I think it's actually in the description.
Also, is this just incredibly sexist? Because they're basically implying like, oh, your mother can care for you when you've been hurt, but men can't care for
look,
you.
they're just
They're
staring at them
men.
like they're emotionless robots, not sure how to process it.
Yeah.
Like if you see your kid hurt, you go and help him. Man or woman.
This is some vile propaganda bullshit.
Isn't it? And look how judgy the kid is here. Look how much they
So
linger.
surprising.
Is marriage about what
He looks like fucking
that expression on the kid's face is like, I'm gonna rip your heart out with my bare hands, lady.
Damien. Raptus Dominus.
Yeah.
Oh, slowly zooms in on his face. and look how condescending the woman is. You can tell she's so smug, the actress, which makes her a very bad actress as a result. She's like, yeah, I'm the mother, so I can tend to you.
Where's your mommy?
She's like
Such
Shani.
a judgy tone.
She's like Shani. What's the matter there? What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Look at that face. That is a punchable woman.
Mm-hmm.
I don't normally say that anymore.
I would also like to find whoever made this whole thing in the first place and punch all of them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Condescending, religious, very, very white. Very white.
I mean, like, do you really expect anything less from the Christian community?
Right.
But yeah, that was just fucking.
At least we're not going around threatening violence on people just because they don't like them, right, G-Man?
Mm-hmm.
Right, G-Man. Do 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 do. Goes to the kid.
Right, yeah.
G-Man.
Right, G-Man.
This kid is giving a judgy look to G-Man right now.
The kid's gonna haunt you in your dreams, G-Man.
And you know why? Because you assume that was a man. It's not. He'll grow up and he'll be a she. Right, G-Man?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, worst music video of all time. Let's see how worse it can be.
Bet
I don't see Buff Corral anywhere.
We've probably seen it someplace before, but let's have a look.
Hey baby, wake up from your sleep. We have arrived onto the future and the whole world will become electronic, supersonic.
This is a spoof, it has to be.
Already, the title's already wrong. This is already in the running to be one of the best music videos ever.
Supersonic, electronic.
See, Raby Jenkins found a job. And Dr. Disrespect. Ooh, she'd be happy.
I know, I was about to say, what's Dr. Disrespect doing in the music video?
Hey baby, ride with me away. We doesn't have much time. My blue jeans is
found his
tight,
inspiration.
so onto my love rocket climb. Inside tank of fuel is not fuel, but love.
Inside tank of fuel is not fuel, but love.
Tank of love.
That's called a ball sack. That's what he's referring
My
to.
ball.
He has to be.
Bus, there is
No
no
tank is full of jizz.
the stars above.
Systems gone. Prepare for down count.
Down count. I love that.
4, 3.
This is probably going to get us claimed, and we've already been through that shit already.
True.
Let's just have a look through. Look at these pictures. Some of these pictures you could just.
Oh yes.
I might need this link. I want to watch this whole thing later.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. If
Oh, I'm definitely looking this up and jamming to it.
This is awesome.
Rises in the west. Of all the singers and poets on earth, I am the bestest.
I am the bestest.
Well, we have to get Shab over here right away and introduce him to the greatest.
He's the greatest.
I know, we have to introduce the greatest to the bestest.
Well, if we're going to introduce the greatest to the bestest, then we should be getting Danny.
Have him merge. That's true. Danny should be here.
He refuses to acknowledge that.
Yeah, I know. It's adorable that he's so insecure about it.
That's egghead level of losing your shit.
It is. Oh my god. Shabby is the egghead of the morning wood. It's so true.
Now, I've been wanting to get this on the screen since the beginning. But
I haven't seen this yet.
All right, here we go, because that is good. By the way, do you know anything about the Dune movie? Have you been looking forward to
Nothing.
it?
I don't know if this is the clip. I found a movie last night that I saw a trailer to, and I sent it to Shab because I was like, "This is insane." Because it did look really, really cool, and I'm trying to find the message now to see if this was what I sent him.
I know I like Dune as a story. I haven't seen this new trailer.
Story. I love the Lynch film. I love the universe.
The books are quite good.
Not the Lynch movie to you?
I don't remember which one that is.
That's
but
the one, the really famous
Yeah,
one.
this is the one I found last night. I just saw this last night, and I was like, I need to see this so
I know
bad.
the movies generally miss out a lot of the details, though.
Well, it's going to have a lot more personal. Well,
Something happening to me. There's something awakening in my mind. I can't control it. What did you see? There's a crusade coming. Do you often dream things that happen just as you dreamed them? Yes.
So is this a book series that they're making into a movie? Is that what this is?
Yeah, they're making the first one into it's considered like one of the best, if not the best, sci-fi books of all time series. I think that as it goes on, it gets harder and harder to understand. They start talking about some surreal ideas of like prophecy, and it's so far. It's the idea is it's so far into the future that technology is almost regressed in some way. Everything is borderline alien.
The first book is excellent though, and
I'm gonna have to look into
Have you read the prequel ones at all?
I like them more because they're more geared towards a modern audience, where it's like a little bit more grounded with the belly tape.
Yeah, like the ones that are like the House Atreides book, the House Harkonnen book. They were really good.
After Emperor of Dune, I kind of was a bit Chapter House.
I haven't read those or anything after
Chapter House. It's an unfinished series as well. That's another thing. The books never did get finished. They've only been expanded upon a little bit, and after that, well, Frank Herbert's been dead for years now, so. His son.
I think the prequels were written by his kids or something.
His son helped. The son and a friend of the guy who made Ender's Game helped put that book together. But yeah, this is.
The test is simple.
This has potential.
Krendar and I had started doing this, hanging out, playing Warhammer games, and the 40k universe is heavily inspired by the Dune universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remove your hand from the box.
In some way, for sure.
And you die.
Especially at the beginning.
What's in the box? Pain. You inherit too much power. You have proven you can rule yourself. Now you must learn to rule others. Something
that was them with the
none of
energy
your
shields on,
ancestors
right?
learned.
Yep. That was the ones where the best way to beat them is being slow striking. And if
it's relatively so. Like anything that's fast enough, like a bullet, it'll block. That's why you have to use knives.
That's why, yeah. It's a justification of they'll have a world where laser guns, but people still have swords, and you're like, why is that happening? Well, because they have these shields, and the shields that sometimes, if a laser rifle hits a shield, it's the equivalent of like a small nuclear bomb. So no one's dumb enough to bring lasers into a fight. Unless they want to like annihilate both armies straight away.
Now you must
must learn to rule others. Something none of your ancestors learned.
My father rules an entire planet.
He's losing it.
He's getting a richer one.
He'll lose that one too.
I want to say one thing. While the book series implies that like it's very ornate and technologically advanced, I always like Lynch's one because it seems both technologically advanced and in a way very decrepit.
Yeah.
This seems a little bit too Deus Ex Blade Runner-ish. A little bit too cyberpunk.
A little bit, yeah.
The stark lines and everything. But I can make that work if this is like so far in the future, even that is considered ancient.
Right.
You know, like
I mean, I don't mind if it's more Blade Runner-y because the difference between them is usually in Deus Ex everything's super clean and well maintained, whereas in Blade Runner it gets sloppy and
falling apart. And...
Yeah, so if it's going more that angle, it could work.
But not like for everyone. Like these are the rich.
And not like hex designs everywhere, like Deus Ex is obsessed with.
Yeah.
I do love me some Deus Ex though, but it's just not Dune.
Arrakis is a death trap.
Let's see that guy's crazy hat again.
Look at
that weird umbrella hat the guy had.
Oh yeah, sure. That's I think this is a parasol he had. Yep.
Yeah, there. Look at that guy.
Yeah, he's got a parasol, but he's a chunky boy. He doesn't want to be sweating too much.
Chunky boy, where's the Baron?
Oh, you only get 2 shots of him in this, but there you could just see they want to really have a big reveal of him.
There's a chunky chunk for you.
Oh yeah, I'll pause it.
Arrakis is a death trap.
I like the scale of it in this one because it's battles between worlds. It's not just like 10,000 men. Like a small army would be like 1 million. You know, like it would just be this colossal bloodbath. There's the Baron. Look at him. You can already see something's wrong with him. The Baron Harkonnen is the main villain.
Very wrong with him.
And he's this morbidly obese. You find out in the prequels he used to be this incredibly
his own fault.
Perfectly like maintained god of a man, and he
was like an Adonis, yeah.
And he was tricked into fucking this woman who gave him a really obscure sexual disease that turned him into this blob. So he's actually so fat. He has to, in the books, he has to have this suit that makes him hover around because he can't walk anymore. Wow. He is so cool looking in the Dune books, the Dune movie. And this
is one of the cool things about the Bene Gesserit is how they can control their bodies so finely that they can like store diseases and not be hurt by them, but then pass them on to other people.
Yeah, that's her here. That's one of them there. They're kind of
that was her that did it, I think. Yeah,
they're kind of like these witch priestesses / consorts.
Like psychics.
Yeah. They're obsessed with turning humanity into like this perfect genetic version of itself. And I also like if you notice the Harkonnens all come from this horrible industrial world. It's like hell on earth. So they're all pale and they're all like sickly looking, but they're all pumped full of these weird chemicals to make them super strong. So they look really intimidating, but also ill, really ill.
Kill them. This is an extermination.
They're picking my family off one by one.
Let's fight like demons.
Jason Momoa's got the best role out of all these.
I didn't know Momoa was in this.
Yeah, he's going to play Duncan, Idaho.
That's awesome.
That's the whole reason I found out. I follow him on Instagram. Us gypsy stick together.
Damn right. Oh, by the way, we have a little bit of blood in common in that case. My grandma was a Roma gypsy. I know you're not an actual gypsy, but you could have a smidge of it and you don't know it.
Gypsy danger.
That's gonna be my OnlyFans name when I start.
Such a great
Gypsy
name.
Danger.
I love it.
Right. Get yourself a bunch of bangles and start robbing shit at like a festival. There's a great line in a Bond film, and it's I think it's like From Russia with Love, and they're at the gypsy camp, and these two girls are fighting over Bond's affection, and he just goes, "They will settle it the gypsy way." And all they do is just like really crappily wrestle for a little bit.
I was expecting knives.
Oh yeah, they do. They eventually take, but like for the longest while, they're just like, like I've seen much harsher. They will settle it.
Like a half-assed cat fight.
Yeah, they will settle it. The drunk girl outside of a chipper at 4 a.m. way, and they're just like, you fucking slag. They're just going at each other with their fingernails.
That would have been great.
Fight like demons.
Because Duck Idaho is in every book, and that means that if this makes a shit ton of money,
he's gonna be in
if it's gonna become a series, he's in all of them.
Yeah,
he's gonna make bank.
Yeah,
oh definitely.
He is going to be fucking just rolling in it. I mean, he's already rolling in it these days, but
he's only been on screen for 5 seconds, and he's already overshadowed the Atreides.
Mm-hmm.
An animal caught in a trap will gnaw off its own leg to escape. What will you do?
I'm not sure I like the performance Paul's putting in though.
Oh yeah. What?
I don't know. He just feels a little weak.
Well, I think Paul's ego summed it up best. He does come across as like someone who's all his life has been told he can do it, and like he's second in command of like a whole planet. And
maybe he's just portraying the character accurately.
Yeah, because
really.
it takes him a fair amount of time to come into its own. But you see, once he has like the power of foresight, he can see things before they happen, and like the futures that will be. He has this sort of unnatural vibe about him. The way he talks, it's almost wooden. You're like, oh, he's not looking at you. He's looking at all the things you could be. And like, you try to have a conversation with someone like that. Yeah, that's a bit scary.
He's busy looking at 20 different versions of you at the same time.
Yeah, and he's like, hello. Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen, the way he got detached from humanity. That's a good comparison.
Yeah.
Look at that right there, the ornithopter. They're giant like dragonfly.
Wow.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're used as like helicopters.
These look pretty cool.
Baron coming out of the O's.
And what's the worm gonna look like?
Oh, that's insane! If that's the thing that I saw at the one at the preview that I saw.
One day, the legend will be born. All of civilization depends on it.
This is looking really promising.
To see it.
I definitely want to see this. Also, Beyond Fear, that's a good reference. Fear is the mind killer.
Fear is the mind killer.
My Lord Duke.
Where the fear is gone, only I will remain.
And here it is.
Go, go, go!
It's like a mobile Sarlacc.
Isn't that insane looking?
That is something you see that will make you crap your pants.
I love it. I can't wait. I want to see very excited. Very excited.
Without rhythm, and you won't attract the worm.
Hey, Zendaya. It must be she finally got some time away from Spider-Man.
I'm pumped for this. I'm pumped because do you know what the last time I saw anything involving Dune was? Those terrible made for Sci-Fi Channel German ones.
Mm.
And they suck for two reasons. Number one, they just weren't well made. The acting was kind of poor. There was one or two good roles in it. I like the guy who played Baron Harkonnen. He's a famous actor. I can't his name though. I actually met the dude, so I feel really bad now. But it was not great. But the other thing was, to make it, they cancelled shows like Mystery Science Theater, and that is a netty no-no to me. No one touches my.
Well, that's going to piss off a lot of people.
That was years ago. That's why Mystery Science Theater ended.
Yeah, that's what I meant, though.
Yeah,
it would have, yeah.
Yeah, and nowadays we got Frankenfish and shows like that.
So, as a result of this movie trailer, how many people do you think are going to be streaming and YouTubing the Dune video games all over the place now.
Oh, sure.
I would love to see them. It depends which version. I like the later Westwood ones that were directed by the guy who played Kane.
Yeah, there was that Dune game that played like Command and Conquer, that was really good. But there was also a point and click adventure game too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was
or something similar to it.
That was I remember. I think it was either LGR or Pushing Up Roses. They did a review on it, and like there was all these like the drones were a big part of that. That was like
yeah. I really liked the look of the ornithopters in that ad, though.
Yeah, the ornithopters are great. They fly like dragonflies. They're really cool.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to look like. It was great. Good job.
There's so much there that they also didn't show, and I like that because I want like tons of nice reveals.
You got to keep some surprises, right?
Definitely.
Oh, Missy, I forgot. You're I don't know if you work part-time or full-time at a bar, don't you? So you got any drunk stories?
I had a midget fall off a bar stool one night. Yeah, he came in, he had a little too much to drink, and unfortunately at the time our bar stools were like 4 feet tall. So he needed like help getting onto the bar stool to begin with. So it was quite a long drop for the little guy, and we had to call an ambulance and get him taken care of. But
I hope he's all right, though.
It was probably one of the funniest things that I've ever seen.
To be honest, he probably didn't feel it.
I don't think he did. It was just a really long drop.
I bet he was lying on the floor giggling or something.
They are very cheap dates. I mean, doesn't
no, I was giggling. He was on the floor like, oh, and I was the one laughing. So I kind of got talked to after that and told I wasn't allowed to laugh at the guests when they fall over.
Why not? But what if it's really funny?
That's what I said. I was like, come on, you can't tell me that you wouldn't have laughed at the midget falling off the bar stool. So.
I would have I would have probably been like, oh shit, that's gonna happen, and been a spoil sport and like maybe got him a box or something that he could climb up a little easier. Drunk gets knocked out from bouncing. A good bouncer never really needs to beat the shit out of someone. It always just needs to be the threat.
Yeah. Our bouncers are so big that they really only have to kind of like pick you up and move you. So,
although threatening somebody will often not work on people who are way too goddamn drunk to pick up on what you're doing.
It's the attitude, really. Like if you're absolutely shit faced and like there's a guy in like a pure in our ones like they wear like huge like black coats and they're all like former boxers and fighters and like and they're just kind of looming over you and they keep really calm, but you can tell they're not your friend.
Yeah, that's how our bouncers, I like to think of them as they're like my personal walls because they're literally like a wall of a man. You know, like I think our tallest one is 6'5".
Damn. And yeah,
every single one is over 250. Oh yeah.
That's why they
what
wear
do you do for a living, sir? I am a professional wall.
Yeah. It's like
that's why they wear
I'm good at it.
You know? Have you ever? I've seen ones that have like made enemies for life, and they tried to come back later with like a knife, like 2 or 3 days later, and like they could tell something was like going down, but they didn't seem terrified. But I imagine they were like just putting the show on. They're like, okay, this job isn't worth getting stabbed over, but at the same time, this piece of shit can't go inside with a knife. So
right.
Talk about a job where you have to deal with a lot of idiots, eh?
And get laid a lot.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh no, I guarantee you bouncers get fucking girls or guys, depending on their preference.
Whatever your preference is, you usually get it if you're the bouncer.
And drugs.
Also,
they get invited to parties usually as well.
No, don't do that.
Oh, I can't listen to this song without thinking of PC Principal falling in love with a strong woman. I'm sorry, you hear Judy and the Blowfish right here? Like it's coming out of his ears. Love, so tenderness. Oh, dude, no.
Oh.
Down you go, you fucking child.
Yeah.
That's a Nettie Nona. That was a party song. That was a party song. Oh, look at him. Look at this fucking idiot. Leave him alone.
That's a fucking lawsuit, Kevin. That's what I'm saying.
That's a lawsuit. For who?
Yeah.
He's still doing his job. And
exactly.
Something tells me that if he let him go, he'd start swinging at him again.
Oh, guaranteed.
Exactly.
I guarantee it.
No one likes authority figures, but they're there for a reason. The question is when are they used?
Exactly.
Where booze is free, there should still be an equivalent of a bouncer. Fucking walk away. Look at him. He doesn't know how to proceed. You walk away. You made a damn fool of yourself. Go home. Get some.
Yeah, he just called him a bitch. Like it's absolutely ridiculous how invincible drunk people think that they are.
Yeah, it's Dutch courage in its purest form and its stupidest form as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. No, you had to. Sorry, you had to block anyone.
Yeah.
Brenda.
That's why I've got the wrench.
Indeed, you do. And
you're busy producing the show, so I'll time out the dumbasses and shit.
But on the plus side, we got a downvote. Yay! Hope you are sharing, and subscribing, guys.
Yeah. These idiots don't realize that downvote, like it's still engagement, so you're only helping. Like,
wait, now we can see. Now if they're still on, the downvote will just vanish.
Yeah.
But no, good job there. Sorry if it didn't move quick enough, but
oh, you're fine.
No, anyway. Stupid fucks.
Walk away.
Bring that shit somewhere else. Find any safe harbor here.
Come meet me.
Walk away, bro.
I ain't walking away shit.
He looks like who's the guy from The Mummy?
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, yeah.
Like Brendan Fraser.
I like how this guy's still talking shit after what just happened.
His face is like just pure asphalt at this point, and he's still like, "Oh, what the fuck, man?"
Mm-hmm.
Look at these.
You took me down so easy, but I'm still gonna come at you.
Early man titties are coming in.
Meet me. You ain't shit, bitch.
You ain't shit. Look at his face.
You ain't shit, bitch. Yo, you take a walk.
Nah.
I'm the most important man in the world.
You wanna take a walk?
Hey, you take a fucking walk.
I want a fucking fair party against this bitch. You ain't got shit.
That's
Hey,
right.
Bill Portley.
Hey, Bill. Drunk kid teases bouncer Midtown New York. No, we don't need to add more. But like, it's just, oh god. There's this one from Dublin though. If I could ever find it, Dublin drunk guy bouncer. There's this pub up near a very big theater called the Woolshed. It's a really great place. It does Australian and Brazilian food. Absolutely love it. I think this is it, but this is outside the pub on like one of the this is the Woolshed. The theater's right over there. It's a part of like this little mini mall that's kind of falling apart, but no one cares because everyone just goes to the movies. Well, not now, of course, but this became internationally famous, right?
You just know Irish bouncers especially have their work cut out for them, though.
And look, it's the middle of the day too. Same with the last one, actually. Now I'm thinking of it. I've spent many a great afternoon in this place here. But, chaos, guys. Look at them. Look at him.
They're going to troll me.
Oh, it's on now.
He called up the backup and...
Do you see the little leg twist?
And he let them start it, too. They started it, he's going to finish it.
Oh,
Game over.
Game over.
He's gone.
Yeah, you get out of here, buddy.
They sound like tourists. I couldn't tell like the accent. It almost sounds either French or Russian. If it was Russian, it would make a lot of sense. They have such a big chip on their shoulder more often than not. You don't go out for a good night out in the town unless you expect drunken guys from Russia to at some point start some shit. Personal experience. That does not not stereotyping.
The guy just crumpled.
Yeah, he dropped like a fucking sack of bricks.
You're the one
He's
still
out.
doesn't get it. You're the one still doesn't
Hey.
How drunk is this guy?
Call ambulance for him. Go home.
This was on like a lot of
Head is open.
Equals 3.
Yeah, I think I've seen this one.
He's still laying there. Look at him.
He's only getting up now.
Wait.
Oh, he can't. The thing is, though, guards, the police normally come around about this point, because we tend to over police the areas where like a lot of tourists, because we don't want them to feel like unsafe.
Right.
So it's a bit thing. Speaking of Dublin.
Watch this. You like girls or boys? Yeah, but who are you sexually attracted to? Watch this.
So this is a homophobic Irish traveller has a meltdown. This is on Henry Street by the looks of it. Major thoroughfare for like a lot of shopping.
He really is strangely interested in other people's preferences, isn't he?
And so aggressively too.
Who are you sexually attracted to? 100 Who are you sexually attracted to? No, I don't talk to him. Who are you sexually attracted to? No, just
This person dressed like a clown, though. That's weird.
Because it's Pride. He did this on Pride. In the middle of street, he just came up to.
Yeah, but he's got like the pom pom. I don't know. It's just a weird outfit.
Oh yeah, it's camp as fuck, but. Oh wait, no, is this the south side?
Yeah. This isn't Pride. This guy's just like that. His pants, though. Holy shit. They glow in the dark?
Can I say something, please? Who are you attracted to, girls or boys? Would you like me to answer your question? Yeah, girls or boys, just say it. Right, hurry up.
Again, the guards aren't really doing their job.
Why does this guy care?
Right.
Now, it's up to you if you choose that maybe once in my life. Who do you like, girls or boys? Now, yesterday, in the future. Who do you like now?
Mind your fucking business.
Hannibal Monty Show, what up? And also, fuck's sake, whoever's doing this, fuck off, damn child.
Who do you like, girls or boys?
Come on, let him speak. Let him speak.
I don't know what's up with all these English people in the crowd, though. That's the main thing.
Who was that? Don't look at me.
Where is this supposed to be happening?
Do you want to know where I was born?
Okay.
Do you want to know what my name is? Girls or boys?
At least it looks like Henry Street. Let's see further on ahead. But
I don't understand why he cares so much.
I know, right?
Well, he's Batman. That's why.
Oh.
Batman cares. That's just who he is.
Oh God! Is he gonna have a
shit.
fight? If he's gonna have a fight with him,
Is he gonna lose a fight?
Oh, that would be glorious.
Well, if this guy starts a fight, he's gonna get dogpiled by the
You know how
crowd.
to fucking walk away from them. They all start screaming.
Everybody's like, look at this idiot go.
Schoolgirls coming home.
Even the guy he's harassing is just grinning like, look at this idiot.
He looks like Gokwan. No, Psy. He looks like Psy. Gangnam Style.
Yeah.
Wah, 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 wah. Oh.
Homophobic lady.
Is he cutting a wrestling
That's why
promo
day
now?
drinking should not happen. Some people can't handle their liquor.
Oh, crack kills, friend.
Yeah, it's a nice butt crack.
Maybe he's a plumber.
Get away from those kids.
Excuse me! I told Gypsies and Irish people and Jamaican people, they're
Mixing of the Irish and Jamaican people.
real people. You're ashamed of the Caribbean people.
Why are you arguing for?
Because he would rape a child.
Because he would
What?
rape a child. That's what he said.
Fuck did that come from, buddy?
Apparently that's what he feels all gay people do.
I guess. That's some low energy.
I know, right?
That's just basic bitch
He can wear what he likes just because he looks different. Doesn't mean
Yeah, but gays will fuck little boys.
Boys. Oh, for God's sake. Here's some cute animals, because we do tend to have a lot of cute animals.
That's a good way to end the show.
Yeah.
Seagull
Cute
stole my
animals for the
GoPro.
win.
Oh man.
Muted.
Are we about to get GoPro footage of the seagulls just having a going on a
Oh
trip?
yes.
I like
Seagull's like, I'm gonna
his
be playing
his
with-
daydream of like.
Wife and potato chips?
Yeah, he's gonna get all the
Friends?
fame and the bitches.
Damn right, he's gonna get all that seagull cred.
Yeah, he
And
gets
fries
all that
as well.
seagull poon.
Seagulls love fries.
Seagull poon and fries.
What?
He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's mine. That's mine.
Officer, that seagull.
You see the guy
stole-
running?
Yes. I love this.
Wait, no.
This is everything I wanted out of this video.
Oh, God, so
Where are we going,
awesome.
buddy?
On an adventure. Oh, well, a few feet over here. Okay, that works too.
He's gonna
Fix your
cut-
hair.
oh, that's a nice angle there, buddy. Gotta,
I like the
gotta-
inside of the mouth cam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta work on your angles here, friend.
All right, we need
got
a
it
new
back.
genre of YouTube video of putting GoPros on various different birds and to see what happens.
I think they've done that.
Yep.
I think that's how they get those like planet Earth videos of like
Before we
how
go,
they get
probably.
certain
this is how
shots.
we wrap up tonight because this is all true. What you're about to hear here, 100%.
Yeah! Yeah! Hell yeah! Corn! Yeah! Yeah! Wow!
These guys are really bored.
Yuck! Fuck you! Fuck you! Wait! Yuck! Yuck! Gross! Blech! Blech! Fuck you! Fuck! Get
How drunk
outta
is this
here!
guy?
You're a piece of garbage!
Maybe he's got a gluten allergy.
Fuck you!
Probably what it is.
Unlike all those people who act like they don't want gluten, but they're actually fine with it biologically.
Gluten cooked.
He's got a gluten
It's
allergy.
weird how
That's
many
what it
people
is.
hate gluten, even though it's like if you don't have celiac disease, you're fine with gluten. Come on.
Mhm.
Hell, gluten-free food I think is fucking horrible.
Corn is pretty awesome though. That guy was not wrong.
Corn
Exactly.
is great. But so is tonight. Tonight's been pretty great too. I hope you've all enjoyed it here, folks. For the one last time, if you haven't,
Yeah.
please like, share, and subscribe. Check the links down and below for where you'll find Missy Ann's and Krendar's links. You'll also find our
Me?
Streamlabs, Instagrams, all those other amagims.
The grams.
The grams.
Mhm.
Not golden grams though. I tried. You can't make them digital.
I love
It's
golden
hard to
grams.
download those.
I really.
Those are my favorite cereal.
Really?
Yes,
Mini wheats.
I love golden
Cheerios.
grams.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Those are my kids' favorite, but
Nice.
I do love me some golden grams.
Okay, so You have anything you want to plug personally there, Missy? Well, all right. Different phrasing is in order. Is there anything you wish to shill, madam? Is there anything you wish to shill?
No, I'll probably be hanging with Shabby at some point over the weekend. So just go check out his shit. Everyone knows where to find him.
The moon.
And come check us out on the Morning Wood on Monday, because we have that magician Vito, the amazing Vito. I think that's what he goes by. The magician guy who really, really wants a picture of Pimp Monk's nutsack.
Well, can you blame the dude?
Not really. Should be an interesting show.
And you there, Krindar?
Well, in 2 hours, I'll be heading over to my Twitch channel, and we're going to be playing some more Blaster Master. So retro times tonight.
Nice.
That sounds like a dirty porn from the 80s.
It does, but it's actually just a really cool NES video game from actually probably also the 80s. It should be a porn, though. Absolutely.
Well, it's a pleasure.
I'm sure.
Thank you guys for having me on.
And that's for me.
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely. You have been a fantastic guest.
We will do it again sometime.
Absolutely. I try. But we have quite a long guest list to go through as well. Right now, for example, actually next week. Who do we have next week there, Krendar?
I don't think we've determined that yet, have we?
Ooh, it's up in the air. We have quite a bit of a selection to go through. So if anyone in the chat is free next Friday, might as well say it now. They used to call me Blaster Master in high school.
Oh, damn.
Damn, I wonder why they called you that there. But yeah, we'll find someone anyway. And if you check out our Discord, you will you'll see when we finally make a decision. As for me, tomorrow I'm probably play a Water to Wine, where water tastes like wine. Looking forward to trying that one out. And on Sunday, I'll finally get back to Black Mesa. Next week, we're doing I'm doing a 24-hour show.
Oh.
So, yeah, it'll be an open door all day. So, especially in the later hours, I'm going to need people in the chat just to be like, wake up! Wake up!
It's going to be extra low energy.
Extremely
low energy.
And that's also where I'm going to start trying those hot sauces out. Oh, yes.
That should be fun.
Oh, that'll wake you up.
Oh, I hope so. That's the idea. All right. So, as always, thank you everyone who popped in and anyone who pops in the future. If you like us, like, share, and subscribe and all that beautiful stuff. But also check the links down below for our social media, for our Discord, for our Streamlabs, for our guests' information, and for my email should you wish to contact me, Fred. I'm out of here. See you all again soon. Say bye, everyone.